3, 2, 1, go.
That ultimate goal of winning a national championship is definitely the target for every single guy in that Mizzou locker room.
You have to believe one another.
Just believe in each other and take the final step. It's important to remember what the Matcha Championship really symbolizes in this year's journey.
It's a huge step in the right direction for our program.
But the job isn't done yet. We still have our ultimate goal at stake, a national championship.
David Rapoff here from the 1976-80 Tiger Hockey Club. Congratulations on a great regular season and wishing you good luck at Nationals. See you in the loop.
This is Steve McElroy. I'm the captain from 1976, the first Pioneer team. I want to wish you guys the best of luck. I know you won your MACA championship against KU, the guys we love to hammer. Best of luck to you guys. We'll get the alumni out there. MIZ.
Nine goals.
Blocked in for a rebound, they score.
And a big hit by Hazelton to the backhand. Right to center. Driscoll with a shot. Saved by Jangogo. Rebound and a goal.
After a long time of building that we felt that we've accomplished what we wanted to in having a first-class facility in mid-Missouri.
You know, at the time, back then, you know, in the late 70s, people thought that was out in the country because it was 2-3 miles from campus.
Once that word got out and people came and watched Mizzou hockey, they quickly became hockey fans. I think they expected sometime of us to get off the bus wearing overalls from Missouri. We got off that bus and we were ready to play hockey.
We played St. Xavier and Hillsdale College in Eastern Michigan, and we beat them all.
The numbers were such that it couldn't be sustained in terms of what needed to be paid in the loan, in utilities.
Myself and many others did all we could to bring another rink here.
Pained me driving down 63 seeing that facility not be a rink.
We frankly expected the rink to open again the fall of 1980, and then it never did.
That momentum was stymied.
To not have an ice rink, it's mind-boggling, really.
When I came to Mizzou and I saw an ad in the paper that there was a stick and puck down here in Jefferson City, so
we just kind of started going down there, and you know, all of a sudden it's, oh, well, you're so-and-so and you're so-and-so, and you played and you played and you played there and I played there.
For a while, those guys were playing in, I never saw it, but what I was told was actual corners, not hockey corners, actual corners.
Certainly gave a hometown advantage. You couldn't whip the puck around the boards like you do in a normal rink.
Back then, the rink in Jeff City was outside and it was square. It had 4 lights, 1 in each corner.
Obviously we couldn't have very many home games here until the later part of the program because of the rink size. You know, it wasn't legal, but we were lucky that we got to play a lot of our games. We played at the arena before the Blues games started. They put boards in the corners, some plywood, to make the corners actually round.
It was a bubble at one point in time, but it got struck by lightning and it collapsed. So then that's when they put up the structure that they have now.
A situation where the league won't let us unless we're affiliated with the university, and the university won't let us become affiliated unless we're part of a league. So we had a decision to make.
Well, the time is 10:50, and we're having a little trouble finding our hotel.
It's 11 o'clock. A hotel, not our hotel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We were kicked out of the league my freshman year, and because we couldn't make it to one of the games. There was a huge snowstorm. The meeting was being held in Bradley University. But it was going to be at like a week and a half after I literally found out when it was. So I had a week and a half to plan a trip, go to that board, appeal our case, and pray that they kept us in the league.
Todd was, that one especially is something that at the time I probably didn't really fully understand what he did for this program, but I mean, I think the word everything, right?
I mean, just such a passionate dude, and he would not let the team die, and it should have if anybody else was in that position that he was in.
The person that was attracted to Missouri to play hockey was somebody that had played at a really good or decent level.
We beat Michigan in overtime. I had the assist on that goal. I'll never forget that goal. Ryan Domagowski
just missed a chance to go to nationals at the D2 level when we lost to Central Michigan.
Just hit a rut in the boards and popped right out top of the crease, and one of their guys was just standing there and just had to tap it in. It was
absolutely brutal.
Hey, this is Ken Wilson, voice of the Blues. I'm like, oh my God, it is. I'm like, why is he calling me? And then he goes, I'm calling you because we're looking to build a rink in Columbia.
Senko side of the net to Bob, and he scores. A shorthanded goal.
What's the best position for this team?
If you fold, it's never going to come back.
We got to take this 11 guys. We got to make them as tight as humanly possible.
We had full team. It was really legitimate. Not as great of participation or attendance at practices, but on game days we were legit.
So we had a coach my first year, 2017-18, who moved back to St. Louis, left the role of coach, and we couldn't find anyone to fill it.
Kevin Ward's dad was coming down, coaching games all the way from the Chicago area for us every weekend, which is just phenomenal.
We went from winning a few games to not winning any games. I mean, my fifth year, I don't know if we won a game, to be completely honest.
Came in for tryouts. At first couple days was good, like decent amount of people, and then as time continued through the tryouts, kind of more people were like kind of leaving.
At the beginning of that year, we had a game against Bradley on the road, and I think we had 6 forwards and 4 defensemen. and one goalie. We might have even had 2 goalies.
Like, it kind of sucked the fun out of hockey and kind of what we built and what we were trying to build. And multiple people were like, maybe we fold.
All you have is the person next to you, and there's not a lot of other relief coming our way. We're not picking up some random guy.
It's owed to those 13 guys on the team that stuck it out for the rest of the year, you know, because those are tough games.
A monumental, historic upset.
Nick and I being really good buddies all the way through elementary school and growing up, and one of my best friends. We played hockey together and stuff like that every summer.
Was up in Minnesota playing college hockey. Just some opportunities that I had there that just didn't go the way that I planned. Some opportunity ran out. My best friend Holden Carroll was the president of the team and really recruited me heavily to go.
I think that Nick was one of the biggest missing pieces, you know, for the club.
The biggest piece was having the relationships between the guys, where you're going out every night and you're competing not for yourself but for the guy next to you.
So it's not coaches and players separate. It's all of us in this together.
So we were splitting a lot of our weekends, and then something just clicked in the locker room.
As it started to get up into the teens, people were really starting to notice, and I think that momentum helped push us.
It was just a feeling of accomplishment, but we knew deep down what we could do, and to reach that was very surreal.
I never saw my college career sort of ending up like this. I never saw myself leading a hockey broadcast department.
The broadcasters, we're pretty tight too. We meet every week before these games, and we get together, and we really work together to make the product great for the fans.
Mizzou deserves this. They deserve a successful, not only single team, but a successful hockey program.
This flyover classic, right? It was the first time Mizzou hockey's ever done something like this, and you guys are obviously, you're used to playing in a controlled environment. There's no outside elements like shadows and wind you have to consider, but what was that like playing in an outdoor environment? Last year, Mizzou found themselves down a couple of times against Air Force, that same Air Force squad, I might add. I think they were down 2-0 at a point. Going into the second intermission, they came back and won that game. How do you guys how do you plan to stay resilient to overcome those obstacles in those games? So, Nick, for you obviously started your season here, your tenure here, your sophomore year, the second half of your sophomore year. I'm not sure if many people know your story as to why you attended Mizzou, but what exactly got you to join a program that wasn't necessarily proven yet? You mentioned about KU and part of your response there, and Mizzou just beat KU in the Matcha Championship. Can you sort of talk about that rivalry back then? Is it the same it was now as it was in the 70s?